Uh, Ignore the fact that the title was different for a sec. I swear I pressed done when I like switched the name and everything, but for some reason that didn't register. So I'm blaming OBS, okay? I just recently updated OBS, so I'm blaming OBS. Because I'm pretty sure I pressed done afterwards. So it should have been working. But yeah, sorry about that. But yes, hello everyone. How's it going? It is I, Inukitto, the totally human VTuber, definitely not a doggo of some sort. And I am back from vacation. It's been a while. Haven't streamed in a while. And immediately I get a bot link. Nice. Also, welcome Black Diamond. Haven't seen you in a while. I think you were on vacation too. So I haven't been able to watch your streams. You haven't been able to watch my streams. Hopefully, I get to watch some of your streams when I get the time. What? By the way, what game are you on, Black Diamond, in the Zelda timeline? Are you still in Ocarina of Time, or have you moved on to Majora's Mask at this point? But yeah, welcome everyone. God, I haven't streamed in a while, so this is feeling kind of awkward, but yeah. But welcome, Vald, how's it going? Hello to you too. Welcome, King Numb God. Yes, testing. For those who may be watching the VOD, I accidentally set the name of the stream to test, but then I changed it. So now you'll never know of my mistake, unless you get to this point of the VOD. But yeah, welcome everyone, and welcome Black Diamond. We are at the Ice Cavern at Ocarina of Time. Oh, nice. So you're pretty deep into it, right? You're already at a Link and everything like that. I think Ice Cave's pretty later on, right? I think Ice Cavern is related to Zora's Domain, right? So wait, does that mean it's isn't that before Water Temple? If that's, I think you're right before Water Temple, right? I remember playing through Water Temple, and I didn't find it as hard as people thought it was. It's just that I got stuck because I didn't notice a certain switch. The only thing I found annoying about Water Temple is having to switch out of your iron boots. But that's fixed in the 3DS version. Like, honestly, if I had to recommend someone to play Ocarina of Time, I would recommend playing the 3DS version for Ocarina of Time, and then playing the original version for Majora's Mask. Because I don't really like the remake of Majora's Mask that much. I think they changed things too much. But the Ocarina of Time remake is just perfect. Like, you got the gyro aim, they made it easier to switch out iron boots. Like, there's so many quality of life improvements, and it's pretty faithful to the original game. While Majora's Mask, they unnecessarily, like, changed out the bosses. They changed how the mask that makes you big works. They changed Zora Link. I don't know. And then they rearranged some stuff I'm not a big fan of. The only thing I appreciate from the Majora's Mask remake is I think they made it simpler to find masks with the Bomber's Journal. But yeah. Yeah, it's just before the Water Temple. Oh, I see. Also, I noticed that you subscribed for 4 months in a row. Thank you for subscribing for that long. Thank you. Also, you got like a really cool like icon next to your name, Black Diamond. I don't know where that's from. The only thing I don't like about Twitch is that you can't make like a custom first like badge. So like because you're like one of the first subscribers, you don't get the badge with the paw. You just get this first badge next to you, and that's kind of unfortunate because I want you to have the paw badge. Because I do like the way it looks, where the ring changes, the bracelet changes, and I don't think I can customize the first. I tried looking it up, and there's no way to customize it. It was from watching Elden Ring DLC being played on stream for so long. Oh, that's cool. I have not played Elden Ring yet. I do want to eventually play it. I mean, I don't know how much does it cost on Steam. Hopefully this does not dox my Steam again. But I think the thing that was showing my Steam spirit. Let me see, how much is Elden Ring on Steam? $79.99? Oh my god, it's so expensive! It's on my wish list. Eventually I'll buy it if it goes on sale. I would love to play Elden Ring. I've never played it because I just never had a PC that could handle Elden Ring, but now that I do, I just got a lot of other games I want to play, and also money. I don't have money for Elden Ring. Got it for Xbox and it was $80. Well, oof. Yeah, I want to buy it on PC eventually. But I'll wait till it goes on sale, or until I get more money. Because I have to be very careful with my spending. Because I recently spent quite a bit of money going on vacation. So, last week, me and my mom, we went on a road trip. I won't say exactly where it was, but let's just say it's somewhere in either Canada and the US. Either of those places. And even though my mom paid for like most of the stuff, like hotel and restaurants and stuff, I did pay for some things. Like for example, I paid for some excursions, you know, I paid for some transportation, I paid for some like items here and there, you know, bought some souvenirs and stuff. So I did end up spending some money. Not as much money as my mom, but still I ended up spending some money. So I have to be careful with my money. I have to budget things out. Actually, recently, I went to the bank to update some of my bank info. And my bank advisor recommended me putting some of my savings in a GIC. So that I get more interest on my cash. So that's what I did. So right now, the amount of money I have available to me is not a lot because I put some money in a GIC. And the way GIC works is that you're supposed to keep your money in it for like a certain period of time before you can claim the money back. So I don't have access to some of my money for like 30 days. Actually, most of my money is invested. There's a lot of money, a lot of the money that I own, I can't access it because it's invested in GICs. Because I find them a little bit more reliable than, you know, doing mutual funds or regular investing. Because you're guaranteed to get money back. Even though it's not as much as, like, regular investing. But right now, I don't want to be too risky with my money considering I don't have, like, an income source right now. Because, yeah, I'm going back to university, so I haven't found a job because I'm going back to university. My wife and I did that as well. It's been nice having that interest build up. Yes! True. Yes. That's what my bank advisor told me, is that instead of just keeping your money in savings, it's better to do like a short-term GIC to get more interest than you would in savings. Because, I have some money that is like invested in my TFSA. So in Canada, we have this thing called tax-free savings account. And by the way, if you're Canadian, I'm no financial advisor, but I recommend you open a TFSA. Because once you reach the age of 18, you get access to a thing known as a TFSA, which is an account that allows you to invest your money and not have to pay any taxes whatsoever. Yes, you pay 0 taxes for the money you invest. The only thing is you have a limited amount of contribution room, but every year you get more contribution room. So like, and the thing is, if you haven't invested that money, you do not lose contribution room. Like, you never lose contribution room. The only way you lose contribution room is if you like take out money. So yeah, that's why I say I can't access most of the money I've invested, because I don't want to lose contribution room in my TFSA. So like, most of my money's in like TFSA, so that I can invest it and not have to pay taxes. Legally, that is. Because, you know, gotta love it when you legally don't have to pay taxes. Then I have some money that's just like, well, I put in my GIC, but it's like saved up in regular savings because I'm gonna need that for when I go to university. Because I have like calculated, and I should have enough money to like support myself through my university. And in any case, I could always get a job like during the summer, or a part-time job or whatever, or I don't know, do commission work or something like that. Yeah. It's funny, oh my gosh. I start talking about money when I should have been talking about my vacation. I don't know, I just find this type of stuff interesting. And also, like, it's actually kind of interesting how much money you can save and make extra if you just do a little bit of basic financial research. You know? Like, I didn't know about TFSAs, and then I went to my bank and they told me about it, and I'm like, wait, this is cool. And the fact that some people don't have TFSAs in Canada is just like insane to me, because it's such a useful thing to use. This is the part of the reason I became an accountant. Yeah! Well, you're an American accountant, so it's not the same thing. I think in America it's Roth IRA that they have instead or something, not TFSA. I don't know. I had a period of time when I just watched a bunch of like financial YouTubers, like about basic finances. Like, for example, the reason why I initially got a credit card and why I pay everything in credit card is because I heard it's best to pay everything with credit card, because then you build up your credit score and also you get points. Like, if you pay with debit or cash, you're not gonna get points. But if you pay with credit card, you get points, plus you improve your credit score. And because I've had a credit card for so long and I always pay on time, I end up having a really good credit score, which, you know, that's gonna be useful if I ever need a mortgage, right? Or something like that? I don't know. I had to look up GIC, pretty much just CDs here. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. I forgot what GIC actually stands for, but wait, let me just look it up. Guaranteed investment certificates, that's what they are. That's what they're called. Yeah. It's interesting to see like the difference between like finances here in Canada and here and America. I know that, for example, well, the thing is, I know that in Canada here, if you have like a retirement account, I think you can use some of the money from your retirement account to buy your first house. So I think some people do that. We call them the certificate of deposit. Okay. Yeah, so it's probably just same thing but different name. Interesting. But yeah, I'm not super duper savvy about like investment and stuff. Like, I haven't like invested in like major stocks. Like, I haven't done like index funds or whatever they're called. I just mostly do like mutual funds and GICs right now. I'm trying to be I'm more like not politically speaking, but like financially speaking, like going for more like conservative investing, you know? Like something that's more guaranteed to give you money, but not as much money. But yeah. I feel like once I start like working full-time again, I'll be more like riskier with my investing. But yeah. Not much I can invest anyways. We call them oh yeah. But yeah. That was a big tangent on money. Don't take whatever I say as financial advice, because I don't know anything about money. Legal disclaimer. But yeah, to get back to on topic about my vacation, which did cost money because, you know, all vacations cost money, but it didn't cost that much money for me personally because my mom paid for most of it. It was pretty fun. It was nice to get out of my hometown and visit a new place, explore like a new area. Like, we went to a place, like, pretty much we went to a city, and then we went to some rural areas, too. So it was cool to see how, like, things are done in another city. I think that's, like, one of the best things about travel, is you get to see how things get done in other places. Like, for example, you see what what you like better from that other place and what you don't like from that other place. Like, for example, I think where I live, public transportation is better than the place I visited. So I'm very grateful for that. But there's some like nice things about the place I visited too. Like, I won't say any. I don't want to go too much into specifics. You know, the reason why I don't want to go too into specifics is because where I visited is like not too far from where I live, and so if I mention what the name of the place is, it like means that I don't live there. You know, so that just like narrows down the places that people could figure out where I come from. So that's why I don't say a specific location, you know? My wife works for a financial firm and specializes in retirement. We are thinking way ahead. Oh yeah, I have not done anything for retirement yet. Then again, I don't have money to invest in retirement to begin with. Like, I have investments, but I don't have anything in retirement. I love how vague you leave it. Totally understandable, though. Yeah, like, if I went to, like, another country, maybe, like, if I went to Japan, I would say specifically that I went to Japan. But since it was, like, in the Canada-US area, and we went there by car, like, so it was a road trip, I just don't want to say exactly where it is, because, like, then it, like, narrows down, like it eliminates that place from the potential places people might believe I come from, you know? Because I feel like with some of the information me and Plucky have already shared, I think you can make some educated guesses as to which parts of Canada we might be from. Like a general idea. Not a specific location, but just like a general idea. So yeah. It's like, I feel like that's very important, to be very vague and not use specific terms. Like, for example, I think one time in chat, I think someone asked me what my favorite coffee shop is. And I couldn't say what my favorite coffee shop is because that coffee brand is very local, and so, like, it would narrow down where I live. Because I'm not a big fan of, like, Tim Hortons and Starbucks. I think they're overpriced. Though, I recently heard that, I think McDonald's has $1 coffees, which is cool. I mean, McDonald's coffee is pretty decent. My only issue is that, like, when I was in college, I remember that McDonald's coffee, like, they had a promotion where any format, any size of McDonald's coffee was $1. So I would buy, like, the biggest cup of coffee from McDonald's for $1 and take that to school and sip it all day long. But now they made it that only the small size is $1, which is like, come on. So it's only the tiny size that's $1? Really, McDonald's? And the thing is, I think it would be like $2 to make it a latte too, which is really cheap. I mean, maybe some parcels are creeps. I haven't really paid attention to any location-based hints. Yeah. Well, it's just like, it's just to be careful. I think it's less of an issue because I'm like a small indie, but if I ever like became bigger or something, that could be an issue. Or if, for example, if I joined a corporate agency, like, I don't know, if somehow I managed to get to Hololive or something, there are people out there who will dig through your old content to find as much information from you as possible. Like, there are people out there, whenever someone joins a VTuber agency, they will try and dig through their stuff to find out all they can about them before they join that agency. Like, people have managed to figure out who people were before they even spoke. Like, whenever there's like a new Nijisanji or Hololive debut, most people already know who they were as indies. Because, like, people are that crazy. But yeah. But to move on to like talking about my trip, it was nice. I did a lot of walking. Actually, my mom did a lot of complaining about the fact that she had to walk a lot. It's like, oh my gosh, my legs are tired. But it wasn't too bad. There was a part of my vacation where we did go to like the countryside, and so we managed to like buy some like local produce. So for example, there'd be farms, and then in front of the farm there'd be like a market, and so we bought like fresh vegetables and stuff. And so we like made salads and like out of those vegetables. And it was very delicious because my god, fresh vegetables directly from a farm are really good. We actually found some like we found like some really delicious strawberries and raspberries. Like they were just so good. And we got like some jams too, like vinegars, wines. It's really cool. It's really cool to like eat stuff that's like fresh from a farm. It has a different feel to it than grocery store stuff, you know? Farm fresh salad sounds amazing. Yes, it is. Like my mom bought like lettuce and like cucumbers and tomatoes and stuff and like made a salad out of that, and like there's like not a single blemish on any of the vegetables, and it just like it was just very crispy and fresh, you know? It was great. I don't talk about it anymore, but are a few people who know my name and general location. Oh. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Actually, that was like, a funny thing is, me and Plucky, we know each other's real names. So that's like our fear, is like we accidentally say each other's real names when we're like streaming. But I think what's funny is that whenever I meet Plucky IRL, I almost call him Plucky and not his real name. Because I'm just so used to saying Plucky and not his actual name. Because I mean, how often do you call your friend by their name when you meet them in person, right? Unless it's like you're trying to call them over to come towards you or something, like, it's not often. But on stream, like, I feel like I mention his name more often, you know? Crispy and fresh, yes! Crispy and fresh vegetables are the best. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. A lot of fresh produce. I actually... Today I had some toast with some jam that I got from the farm. It's like a raspberry jam mixed with something else. It's really good. But I also got like a vinegar, like a fruit, like a berry vinegar, and I've been using it in all my salads. It's really good. My mom doesn't really like it as much because she finds it too sweet, but I think it's just perfect. But yeah, it's really nice. But yeah, I'm back from vacation. Next 2 weeks I'll be able to stream, just not as often, because I do have to prepare for university, and then after 2 weeks I'm gonna go back on vacation because I'm gonna go see family. Because I'm gonna spend my summer, like a week of summer with my family, and see my grandparents again. Because I won't be able to spend that much time with them once I'm back at school, you know? Raspberry jam is my childhood. We would make our own growing up. Oh, yeah, me and my mom really love raspberries. Like, strawberries are okay, but raspberries, that's where it's at. Sorry if you found this one a bit annoying. I just had to do it with it. No, I didn't find it annoying at all. I thought it was funny. The problem is I was like, oh shoot! My title's not changed. So thank you for pointing it out, because then I would have never noticed that my title wasn't changed, because I thought I changed it and I thought I pressed done, but apparently that didn't register. So thank you for pointing that out. Are you excited to start up university? Yes, I am, but I'm a little bit nervous because the way things are set up is the degree I'm going for in university is very similar to my college degree, and so because of that, I'm skipping the first year of university, and so I'm starting as a sophomore and not a junior. So I'm skipping a first year of university because I know a lot of the stuff already taught. the issue is that there's one thing that they teach in the first year that I was never taught. So I'm gonna have to learn it on my own. Like, the school sent me some tutorials on how to learn it, and I haven't started looking for those tutorials. So that's why the next 2 weeks I'm not gonna be streaming as much, because I actually have to take the time to go through those tutorials and prepare for university, because if I don't, I'm gonna be really screwed. So yeah. But thankfully, the good thing about starting like with the second year and not the first year is that I get my university diploma faster that way, you know? Man, you seem really smart. I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah, hopefully. But yeah. I mean, technically, I didn't really have to go to uni, but I don't know. I mean, my family kind of wants me to have a university degree, and the uni I'm going to is not too expensive. And, like, I have the funds to pay for it and stuff, and, I don't know. I kind of want to it's also a little bit of an excuse to not, like, go back and work a corporate job. Because it's like, oh, I have this excuse that I'm in school, so I don't have to go back to working a corporate job, and, you know, I could try this VTubing stuff and see if it leads to anything, you know? Better safe than sorry. Yeah. Also, I love this track. What is this? Wait, this is from Skyward Sword, isn't it? The Bamboo Island? Yeah, I love the Bamboo Island theme. Dude, I remember struggling with the Bamboo Island, like, minigame in Skyward Sword. Like, I couldn't get it to ever work properly. Man, don't you love it when, like, a video game just has, like, an obscure location that just has, like, the best track in the game? It's like, oh yes, let's put the best track in the game in the one area that's optional that is meant for you to play a minigame. Like, why is this track so good? It's for the bamboo minigame that, like, people could easily skip, because I think it's in the thunderstorm area. But yeah. There's some fun minigames in Skyward Sword. There's one track I listened from Link Between Worlds before streaming, huh? Wait, which one is it? I think there's one that's like a bridge or something like that that's really good. But like, Link Between Worlds has a lot of good tracks. I remember... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is a classic Ocarina of Time song, Temple of Time theme. Mother My theme. Oh, yeah, that's a good track. That's a good track. Man! We're gonna get a new Zelda game, so imagine all the new awesome Zelda tracks we're gonna get, right? Because I am looking forward to playing that new Zelda game when it comes out, especially since you play as Zelda. That's gonna be really interesting. I really want to play that new game. I also want to play Edgeworth Investigation when that comes out. I want to play Mario & Luigi Brothership, but I might not play it right away because, my god, that's a lot of video games. And I don't got money. And also, it'd be cool if I could play, like, some of the older games first before I move on to that one. I don't know. I have too many games! Too many games! Like, I bought Mario RPG Remake and I still haven't played it, and I was gonna play it on stream. It's insane. It's calming and it's overall quality song. Yeah. True. What else is there to talk about? There's not much to talk about. I think what I'll do now is because, well, actually, I'll talk about schedule. I don't have an MS Paint schedule because I didn't get the time to draw one. But for this week's schedule, I'm gonna be playing, more Paper Mario Thousand Year Door today. And then I'm gonna play more of it on Thursday around the same time. I'm gonna try and finish the game this week, because I want it to be done with. And then I'll start a new game. Probably I'll play like a Zelda... I said I would play the Zelda Oracle games, but I kind of want to start a game that I've already played. Because if I play Oracle games, I'll end up like having huge gaps between streams, and I might forget like vital information, and that might like get me lost. So I kind of want to play. I kind of want to start Super Paper Mario after Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, and then when I have like more time, I can do or. Oh wow. Oh, I think here it doesn't work. Does it make my voice deep, though? I don't think the mushroom redeem actually works here, so I'll refund you. Let me refund you real quick. How do I find the page where you were? Okay, I'm just gonna refund you. I think it might have made my voice deep, but it might not have increased my size. Yeah. Too many games is always my issue. I bought Super Mario RPG and ended up playing it over my vacation. Nice. Forest Temple theme always creeps me out. Yeah, it is. It's such a good theme, though. I think that's an issue that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdoms. Well, Tears of the Kingdom has it less, but that was like an issue with Breath of the Wild's temples. Is that like. It didn't have, like, every temple had, like, the same atmosphere. Like, it didn't have, like... I feel like some of my favorite temples in Zelda games in terms of vibes are, like, places that seem to have some sort of lore to them. Like, they have some sort of history to them, you know? Like, for example, like, in Twilight Princess, I like the Ice Mansion because... Like, you explore the Ice Mansion, and it makes you wonder, like, who's the person who lived in this mansion? Like, why were they living in a mansion in the middle of, like, a snowy tundra, isolated from everything? Why do they have all this armor and weaponry everywhere, you know? And, like, the fact that it's, like, all run down, and now it's, like, been taken over by this Yeti couple, like, it's like, really interesting. And also, like, City in the Sky is just, like, a really interesting place in terms of vibe. Because it's like, oh, it's like this kind of, like... It feels like the Uka who live there are not, like, the original residents. So it feels like it's, like, there's some sort of advanced civilization that fell, and now it's been taken over by, like, a new civilization. Or something like that. And just, like, the fact that it's in the sky is just really cool. And also, like, Arbiter's Grounds is really cool because it's like, you wonder what was this area used for before it became a dungeon. I don't know. Like, Twilight Princess has some interesting vibes in terms of, like, temples. Like, the Temple of Time has, like, a good vibe where it's, like, it's in the past. Like, it's, I don't know, like, now that I think about it, like, Twilight Princess has some, like, really good temples in terms of just vibes. However, I did find a remix where it's a woman's voice singing it and it's creepily soothing. Interesting. But yeah, I think that's something that I think lacks from, like, Breath of the Wild, is that, like, everything is a divine beast. And so like, nothing feels like integrating in its environment. Like, they try to fix that with Tears of the Kingdom, but Tears of the Kingdom still has the same problem where it's like, none of the temples really feel like they're part of their environment. Like, I don't know. Like, I kind of want a Zelda game, like an open world-ish Zelda game, where it's like, you go to a foresty area, and there's a forest temple. And the forest temple feels like it's part of the forest, you know? It's not like a spaceship that's suddenly in the forest, you know? I don't know, it's hard to describe. But I feel like I wish there was more, like, unique vibes. And I think my issue with Tears of the Kingdom is, like, you go to a temple and it's like, all the enemies are just constructs. They're not, like, there's no enemies that are, like, specific to that area. Like, for example, like in other Zelda games, right? You'll find, like, Tektites in, like, rocky areas or something. Or, like, you'll find Dekubabas in foresty areas. And And they kind of try to fix that with Tears of the Kingdom. Like, for example, they have the, what was it? I forgot the name. The weird creatures that live in caves and stuff like that, but I feel like that's still not enough. I don't know. It's weird. There's a boss house in Canyon full of undead. Yeah. Like, I like when there's, like, some sort of deeper lore. Like, a deeper lore to, like, an area. Like, oh, this temple might have been used for, like, worshipping a god, and then, like, people forgot about this god, and now it's like nobody knows what it's actually supposed to be worshipping, you know? Or it's like, oh, this was, like, a torture area where they would torture prisoners, and that's why it's haunted by, like, zombies of the people who've been tortured, or, I don't know. Stuff like that. Anyways, I'm looking forward to the new Zelda game where you play as Zelda. I'm very interested in what they do with that game. I still think both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are good games, though. Oh wait, isn't this like the Menu of the Forest or whatever it's called? Yeah, Menu of the Forest, hey hey, I know our Ocarina of Time songs. God, I love the Ocarina of songs, they're so good. But yeah, I think I've done enough chatting for now. I think I've been chatting for like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna do a quick BRB and set up Paper Mario for the second half of the stream. So hang in tight, I will be setting things up. Give me a sec.